Years back, Earth was a snowball. Do you know? Can you imagine it? Earth to be a snowball? A giant hard snowball? We always had an idea that Earth from day one is a place that supports life and always cater the conditions that promote living beings to exist. Environmental conditions were always in favor of the biomass. But who knows that once Earth became a giant snowball? This is Earthy Perks with a new episode of revealing the circumstances that pushed our planet into such form. It is a story of about 700 million years ago. The Earth experienced unusual episodes of global cooling. This cooling phenomenon was referred to as Snowball Earth by the geologists. According to geologists, those significant climate changes can be linked to the one thing, the advent of plate tectonics. So before heading forward, let's just see, what are these tectonic plates? A tectonic plate, also called a lithospheric plate, is a massive, irregularly shaped slab of solid rock, generally composed of both continental and oceanic lithosphere. Plate size can vary greatly, from a few hundred to thousands of kilometers across. The Pacific and Antarctic plates are among the largest. Several theories have been proposed to explain what triggered this dramatic cooldown, which occurred during a geological era called the Neoproterozoic. Plate tectonics is a theory formulated in the late 1960s that states the Earth's crust and upper mantle, a layer called the lithosphere, is broken into moving pieces, or plates. These plates move very slowly, about as fast as your fingernails and hair grow, causing earthquakes, mountain ranges, and volcanoes. Now here comes a question. How do these massive slabs of solid rock float despite their tremendous weight? The answer lies in the composition of the rocks. Continental crust is composed of granitic rocks that are made up of relatively lightweight minerals such as quartz and feldspar. By contrast, oceanic crust is composed of basaltic rocks, which are much denser and heavier. The variation in plate thickness are nature's way of partly compensating for the imbalance in the weight and density of the two types of crust. Because continental rocks are much lighter, the crust under the continents is much thicker, as much as 100 kilometers. Whereas the crust under the oceans generally is only about 5 kilometers thick. Earth is the only body in our solar system known to have plate tectonics currently. It is much more common for planets to have a solid outer shell that is not fragmented, which is known as a single lid tectonics. Geoscientists disagree about when the Earth changed from single lid to plate tectonics, with the plate fragmenting from one plate to two plates and so on. The onset of plate tectonics should have disturbed the oceans and the atmosphere by redistributing continents, increasing explosive arc volcanism, and stimulating mantle plumes. When sedimentary rocks form, magnetic minerals within them tend to align themselves with the Earth's magnetic fields. Through the precise measurement of this paleomagnetism, it is possible to estimate the latitude, but not the longitude, where the rock matrix was formed. Paleomagnetic measurements have indicated that some sediments of glacial origin in the Neoproterozoic rock record were deposited within 10 degrees of the equator. The global temperature fell so low that the equator was as cold as modern-day Antarctica. This low temperature was maintained by the high albedo of the ice sheets, which reflected most incoming solar energy into space. A lack of heat retaining clouds, caused by water vapor freezing out the atmosphere, amplified this effect. Are you wondering about the form of life on Earth during this period? A great glaciation curtails photosynthetic life on Earth, thus depleting atmospheric oxygen and allowed non-oxidized iron-rich rocks to appear. Apart from this global glaciation, life still existed, at least in shallow marine environments, while others went dormant. This is Earthy Perks, signing off on a note that Earth has confronted several conditions that question the existence of life. Yet this strong planet always came up with Plan B to support life. Till next time, stay tuned and keep liking Earthy Perks.